Thank you very much, Mr. Hassan. Our last presentation for second technical session is on groundwater depletion and its impact on Lahore division from 2014 to 2018. This will be presented by Muhammad Touqeer Haider from Center of Excellence, UET Lahore. Mr. Touqeer is requested to please start your presentation.
Kindly confirm my voice is clear.
Yes, you can see your presentation. Please go ahead. Mr. Touqeer, please start your presentation. We cannot hear you.
Sir, I'm starting. This is not clear.
Yes, clear.
Thank you, sir. And screen is showing or
Yes.
not?
Yeah. Again, please share your screen again. It's not visible now. That's it. No, it's visible.
Availability in the problem statement. The water availability of surface has decreased from 5,000 cubic meter per capita in 1951 to 1,000 cubic meter per capita in 2016. The figure may fall about 860 cubic meter by 2015, which means that Pakistan is moving from water stressed to water scarce country. The groundwater table is also declining in Pakistan, and this decline is pronounced in the major divisions of Pakistan like Lahore, Multan, and Faisalabad. If GDP increases in the coming years, then more requirement of water will be needed and more water withdrawal will be done. And in response, per capita availability will
Sorry
further
to
reduces.
interrupt you. आपकी आवाज क्लियर नहीं है, काइंडली अपना माइक क्लोज कर लें.
Okay. Now it's clear.
Yes,
Hello.
thank you.
Hello. Area having water table at shallow depth are reducing and population density is increasing at larger rate in major divisions Lahore, Multan and Faisalabad. And in these divisions also the water quality is very poor. The condition is worsened day by day uh, as the water demand rises and quality of available supply is at risk. Therefore, it is needed to know the decline rate so that early steps should be taken for the sustainability of groundwater. The methodology included in my presentations are literature review and collections of data. After collection of data, the study area mapping was done using GIS, and then later on extraction of shapefile from the Lahore division from the Pakistan shapefiles. After this special generation of special distribution of data side was done using ArcGIS 10.5, and later on adding depth of groundwater table of the consecutive 5 years 2014 to 2018. Then interpolation of the data is done by IDW interpolation techniques, and after that there will be results and conclusions. The first step is literature review. Literature, as far as the groundwater is concerned, groundwater is one of the most critical component of the life sustaining system, which makes a considerable contribution to the economic development. Approximately more than 2 billion people throughout the world rely on the groundwater to meet their drinking water demands. The total volume of water extracted during last 50 years from 1950 to 2000 was 1,382 kilometer per year to 3,973 kilometer per year, and this extraction will be more. It will become 5,235 kilometer per year in 2025. In Pakistan, 90% population is dependent on groundwater for domestic purpose. The irrigated agriculture covers 260 million hectares of land around the world. The major part of the agricultural land exists in the four countries, which are India, China, United States, and Pakistan. Lahore division is, we can say, most dense divisions of the Pakistan, which contain most of the population amount 19.38 million according to 2017 statistics. The over extraction and the increase in rapid industrialization, groundwater is being exploited and extensively obstructed by the pumping, and this pumping has serious concern on the groundwater depletion. These are the depletion rate in the various part of the Pakistan. In Pakistan, according to one research, the depletion in Pakistan on average is 2 to 3 meter per year, whereas when we see at Punjab level, it is 0.9 meter per year. Similarly, in Islamabad and Lahore, 1.27 to 1.07 meter per year. These are the annual depletion rate. According to Pakistan, estimate the groundwater usage is used by different sector like agriculture, industrial, municipal. In 2015, the total water withdraw was 180 billion cubic meter, whereas it will raise to 183.19 in 2015. Whereas under climate scenario, this trend will be more severe. The total water withdrawal in 250 will be 219.59 billion cubic meter. These usage are also concerned with the growth and prosperity of every country. The projection of industrial water demand for Pakistan by considering 3 GDP growth rate. First of all, if we consider the 2.7 GDP growth, then up to 215, the need of water will be 0.6 billion cubic meter for the industrial use. Similarly, if we see the GDP at 9.7%, then this amount will raise to 5.8 billion cubic meter. The total groundwater potential of Pakistan is about 68 billion cubic meter, out of which 60 billion cubic meter is currently exploited. During the period 2008 to 2018, the area with the groundwater table between 0 to 150 centimeter is decreased by 35%, whereas area below 60 centimeter depth has increased by about 15%. This is because of we largely depend upon the groundwater, because the water through canal water is reducing. As we see, the groundwater use pattern through canal is reduced 38%, whereas the usage of the groundwater is increased up to 390% from 1960 to 2015. And as far as this withdrawal is concerned, the national water stress ranking has been done on the basis of withdrawal. This is done on the basis of water withdrawal. According to this, Pakistan comes under the extremely high baseline water stress, having withdrawal to availability ratio greater than 80%. Whereas,
excuse me, your slide is not visible. No, it's visible.
okay, sir. If we see the population density map of 1998 to 2017, the increase in Lahore division is very pronounced. This the increase of population is increase, and this rate is more pronounced in the urban areas as compared to rural areas from 1998 to 2017. Similarly, also apart from the population, the land change is also changing. Land change is basically occurs due to direct or indirect human interventions as one of the main factor which causes environmental changes on the local, national, and the global level. The combination of land use such as rapid urbanization, cropland expansion, and deforestation has tremendous impact on the water cycle, such as rainfall pattern, penetration, runoff, and evaporation, evapotranspiration. As far as Lahore is concerned, in 2000, from 2000 to 2020, the net change in water bodies has raised to 0.13, whereas the built-up area has been increased by 24.18%, whereas agriculture land and barren land is decreasing. Another factor which affect the groundwater is, as we know, the dependency on groundwater is already more, and this as we extract more water, the major part of the groundwater is also exploiting. For this, number of studies has been done. One study was done in 20 villages of Lower Bay. It takes 60 sample out of 16 samples, 76.6% sample was found unfit. Similarly, other studies was done in 2010. In this studies, 37.2% water was not used. It contained bacterial contamination was a significant problems. And as for in 2013 and 14, then this study is also done, and in this studies, arsenic concentration in the whole area was found to be very high. We can say Pakistan exists under extremely high baseline water stress. Out of 100 countries, Pakistan is on the very high risk 14 number out of hundreds. Per capita availability of water is also decreasing, and Pakistan is moving from water stress to water scarce country. Groundwater depletion of Lahore is very pronounced rate. The area irrigated by canal water is reducing, whereas the area irrigated by the groundwater is increasing. The area with shallow water table depth has been reducing, whereas the area with the deep groundwater table is increasing. The urban population growth is also increasing at a larger rate as compared to total population growth. If we see the census of 1998 to 2017, and the population density in Lahore in 1998 was 831 person per square kilometer, whereas in 2017 it becomes 410. There, similarly, the net change in area of the lower division is also changing. The water bodies, agriculture land, barren land, built up area, everything is changing as a very drastic rate. And the water quality, about 60% of the water is not safe for the drinking. Overall drinking quality is very poor and is not fit for the use and drinking purpose. As we know, we have and SDG goals 2013. The goal number 6 is to provide sanitation for the all. In this, to achieve this number 6 goals, we have to improve or increase our effort 4 times. The poor water drinking quality will cause number of diseases such as chorea, cancer of skin's level, lungs, bone, and kidney diseases. Whereas the study area is concerned, study area is the Tehsil, Lahore Division Tehsil. These are 15 number of Tehsil in the four districts of the Lahore Division. The water level was observed in this tehsil was in for 5 years from 88 sites in pre-monsoon season as well as post-monsoon season, and this data was interpolated using IDW interpolation technique. The data source was the data was obtained from the irrigation engineering department. These are the location of the observation, spatial distribution of the observation sites, and this is the results of the depth to groundwater table in 2014. If we look at 2014, the change in depth to water table is rising from 5 feet to 78 feet. Whereas if we see the depth to the groundwater table in 2018, this rate is severe, which comes under the categories of 66 to 78. In this region, the water table is decreasing at a very larger rate. Similarly, another study has been this division has also been done on the post monsoon season. In this monsoon season, the larger depletion was found in the Lahore, Kent, and near and other areas, whereas in other tehsil like uh, uh, whereas in other tahsil which exist in the region of Sheikhupura, this depletion is very low. Depth to groundwater table is varying in the different season, pre-monsoon season and post-monsoon season. The average change in groundwater table was, and if we see in 2014, it was average change in groundwater table is 25.380, whereas 27.1 feet in 2015, and in 2016 this is 27.94 and 28.05 feet in 2017, whereas larger rate was observed in 2018, that is 30.37 feet. The net decline of water table from 2014 to 2018 is 4.99 feet in pre-monsoon season, whereas in post-monsoon season, this difference is 3.72 feet. And the net change has been calculated from 2018 to 2014. It was found that the decline, the negative portion, negative values in green color, which represent the rise in water table, whereas blue color depicts the increase in positive values, which shows that the groundwater table is declining. The major decline was found in Lahore, Kent, and Dipalpur, Chunia, and some region of Kasur in pre-monsoon season, whereas in post-monsoon season, this impact was in Firozwala, Lahore, Kent, Kasur, Patoki, Chunia. Groundwater is declining at a very drastic rate in the Lahore division. During pre-monsoon season, the average depth of water table is 27.768 feet. The net decline of the water table from 2014 to 2018 is 4.991 feet. The average decline per year was found to be 1 feet. During post-monsoon, the average depth of water table is 27.83 feet. The net decline of water from the 2018 to 2018 is 3.72 feet. The average decline per year is 0.74 meter. Following recommendation has been can be followed to avoid worsen circumstances in the future. Groundwater level must be monitored to ensure that this valuable resource is managed sustainability. To prevent wasteful water use, initiative must be taken to raise public awareness about the dwindling state of the groundwater. To construct small ponds or water reservoir in or near the river Ravi to store the water during flooding. This may act as alternative method of recharging the aquifer and may help to prevent it from being depleting of the water. Develop an early warning system for lower division that can foresee changes in the groundwater quality and the quantity over the time. These are the some references. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Touqeer Akhter, for your presentation. Ladies and gentlemen.